Evidence Log TR2209 Item V. Highway Camera Recording Camera 8122N Interstate 81 northbound Mile marker 221.4 Rural Retreat, Virginia. Date of recording February 14th. Time of anomalous content 11:47 p.m. to 12:19 a.m. Duration 32 minutes. The recording was flagged by State Traffic Analyst Patricia Moreau during a routine archive review on February 21st. The following log describes the contents of the recording frame by frame with annotations. Frame 1 through 120. Standard footage. Northbound interstate. Light traffic. Clear weather. Headlights visible at intervals of approximately 45 seconds. Road surface dry. No anomalies. Frame 121. A vehicle enters the frame from the bottom, traveling northbound. It is a sedan, dark-colored, make and model indeterminate from the camera angle. Speed appears consistent with traffic flow. No anomaly. Frame 147. The sedan begins to decelerate. Brake lights activate. There is no vehicle ahead of it visible in the frame. The deceleration is rapid but controlled. The sedan comes to a complete stop in the right lane. Hazard lights activate. No anomaly yet. Vehicles stop on highways. Flat tires. Mechanical failure. This happens. Frame 182. A second vehicle enters the frame from the bottom. A truck. Commercial. Box style. It is traveling in the right lane, directly behind the stopped sedan. The truck does not decelerate. It does not change lanes. It strikes the sedan at what appears to be highway speed. Frame 183 through 190. Impact. The sedan is pushed forward and to the left. Debris is visible. The truck comes to rest partially on top of the sedan's rear section. Both vehicles are now stationary. Hazard lights on the sedan continue to flash. This is the point at which the recording departs from standard highway camera documentation. Frame 191. A third vehicle enters the frame from the top of the screen. It is traveling southbound. On a northbound camera, in the northbound lanes. This vehicle is moving against traffic in the wrong direction, and it is not displaying headlights. It is displaying a light of a different color. Ms. Moreau describes it in her analysis as amber, but not the amber of a turn signal or a warning light. She describes it as amber, the way autumn is amber, the way a dying fire is amber, the way the light is amber in a room where something has been burning for a very long time. Frame 204. The third vehicle stops. It stops adjacent to the crash scene, in the left lane, facing south. For 11 frames, nothing moves. Then, the doors of the third vehicle open. Figures emerge. They are humanoid in shape, but the camera resolution and the amber light make it difficult to determine specifics. There are 4 of them. They are wearing what appears to be coveralls. High-visibility coveralls. The kind worn by emergency response teams. But the color is wrong. Not the orange of a highway crew. Not the yellow of a tow service. A color that does not appear on standard safety equipment. A color that Miss Moreau, in her written analysis, describes only as the color of something that wants to be seen. Frame 220. The figures approach the crash. 2 of them go to the truck. 2 go to the sedan. They move with the efficiency of trained professionals. They open the truck cab. They remove the driver. The driver appears to be unconscious or deceased. They carry the driver to the 3rd vehicle. They place the driver inside. Framed 440. The same process with the sedan. 2 figures. 1 driver, removed, carried, placed inside the 3rd vehicle. The movements are practiced, routine. The figures do not speak to each other, at least not verbally. They move in coordination that suggests either extensive training or something more fundamental, something that does not require communication because the knowledge is shared at a level below language. Frame 260. The figures begin clearing the crash scene. This is where the recording becomes, in Ms. Moreau's professional terminology, temporally inconsistent. The figures do not tow the vehicles. They do not sweep debris. They do not set flares or cones. They stand in a circle around the crash site, and they raise their hands, and the crash undoes itself. The sedan reassembles. The metal uncrumples. The glass reforms. The truck lifts off the sedan and reverses, backward, out of the frame, southbound, against traffic, into the dark. The sedan follows, also in reverse, also against traffic, also into the dark. The debris, the glass, the fluid, all of it rises from the road surface and flows backward into the vehicles, as though the accident were a film being played in reverse. Frame 300. The road is empty, clean, no damage, no debris, no indication that anything happened. The figures return to the 3rd vehicle. They enter. The doors close. The amber light, which has been on continuously, blinks once. Then the vehicle moves, southbound, out of the frame, into the dark. Frame 301 through 480. The recording continues. Standard footage. Northbound interstate. Light traffic. Clear weather. No anomalies. As though nothing happened. Ms. Moreau submitted her analysis to the Virginia Department of Transportation on February 23rd. The analysis was flagged for review by the department's legal counsel, not because of its content, but because of a discrepancy in the file metadata. The camera recording is time-stamped February 14th, 11:47 p.m. through 12:19 a.m. The file creation date, however, is February 10th, 4 days before the events it depicts. The camera recorded something that had not happened yet, and the response team that arrives was not responding to an accident. they were preventing one. The crash was not cleaned up. It was erased. It was removed from the timeline. The vehicles were not towed. They were returned to the point before the crash occurred, as though it had never happened. But the camera recorded it, and the camera's memory does not reverse. The footage exists. The accident happened. And the response team, with their amber light and their coveralls the color of something that wants to be seen, are still out there, still driving the wrong way on empty highways, still arriving before the accident occurs, still undoing what should not have happened. Or perhaps, the Twilight Registry analyst notes, they are not undoing it. Perhaps they are ensuring it. Perhaps the crash was not an accident at all. Perhaps the crash was the point, and the response team was not there to clean it up, but to make sure it happened, to adjust the timeline so that it would happen. And the reversal was not a correction, but a rehearsal. The camera cannot tell us. The camera only records. And the camera, on February 10th, 4 days before the accident that would be erased, recorded a future that someone had already decided was going to happen. Case remains open. Camera 8122N has been flagged for continuous monitoring. No additional anomalous recordings have been captured. But the drive space on the recording system is being consumed at a rate that exceeds the volume of standard traffic footage. Someone, or something, is using the camera's memory for something other than what it was built to store. The last frame of the anomalous recording, frame 480, shows an empty highway. But when the image is enhanced, when the contrast is adjusted, when the shadows are pulled apart, there is a shape in the darkness at the edge of the frame. A figure, standing on the shoulder, facing the camera. It is wearing high-visibility coveralls, the color of something that wants to be seen, and it is looking directly into the lens. To it ever, even once.